Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live once again. The game will not be starting for, I'm going to say, another 25-ish minutes, if things go according to schedule. However, I do have some updates for you, so if y'all are here, then, well, yeah. If not, then I'll be giving these updates again right before we start. Unfortunately, due to a few reasons, we won't have the audio quite as synced as usual, so we're going to be going back to how it has been. So there is going to be a fairly significant delay between audio and visual, but that was per request, and, well, Boss Man says, let's do it this way. We're going to be doing it this way. Other than that, there'll just be continued mix of music playing until whenever we start, and I thank you all for watching. Take care. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Was a blight, and his spark was terrified. They used to dance out of spite. And from the bottom of her soul, she said, to me, I can't stand it anymore. And it was enough, so she played rough and sang, you are not the one you used to be. No matter how you walk into my place, you are not the one you used to be. No matter how you look into my face, you are not the one you used to be.
To the town of our Freel rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Watch that old fire as it flickers and dies. The once blessed the household and lit up our lives. It shone for the friends and the clinking of glasses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Capture the wild things and bring them in line, and own what was never your right to confine. The lives and the loves and the songs are what matters. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Do you feel heavy, your eyes drop with grief? Your spirit is wild and your suffering is brief. So never you buckle and bend to the masses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Get round a fire with a glass of strong ale and tell us a story from beyond the pale. Bury some seeds and expect some strong branches. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Now show me a man that can meet all his needs. For what we need most now is unity's seed. A common old song for all creeds and all classes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame. What will we do when the world it is ending, and time it is halted for friend and for foe? Try to hold on to the time as it passes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes.
I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. Well, I was with Custer and the 7th, 76 or 77, scalped that little bighorn by the Sioux. And the tears and devastation of a once proud warrior nation, this I know, 'cause I was riding with them too. And I drank mare's blood on the run when I rode with the great Khan on the frozen Mongol steppe while at his height. And I was a white guard, I was a red guard, I was the Tsar's own palace horse guard when Romanov was murdered in the night. And I knew Saladin and rode his swift Arabians, harassing Dune's crusaders on the heavy drafts. And yet I rode the Percheron against the circling Saracen, and once again against myself was cast. Well, I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. Well, I've worn the Mounties crimson. If you're silent and you'll listen, you'll know that it was with them that I stood. When Mare Thorpe, she cried as her 4 horsemen died, gunned down in scarlet coldest blood. Well, I was the firstest with the mostest when I fought for Bedford Forest, suffer General Wilson's Union raid. And mine was not the reason why, mine was but to do or die at Crimea with the charging light brigade. On high from Swiss to Sweden, be me Christian, be me heathen, the devil to the saber I shall put. With a crack flanking maneuver, I'm a new land a la Suber, striking terror into regiment of foot. Well, I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. Well, I knew my days were numbered when o'er the trenches lumbered more modern machinations de la guerre. No match for rapid fire or the steel birds of the sky. With a final rearguard action, I retreat. No match for barbed wire or the armored engines whine. Reluctant, I retire and take my leave. Today I ride with special forces on those wily Afghan horses. To Storm's Northern Alliance give their thanks. And no matter defeat or victory in battle, it occurs to me that we may see a swelling in our ranks. Well, I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. I'm a horse soldier, eternal through and through.
Soldier who carries a mighty sword, he will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, 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 O Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. There will come a poet whose weapon is his word. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, olay. Slay you with his tongue, olay,
Walking through a city street, you could be in Peru, and you hear a distant calling and you know it's meant for you. Then you drop what you were doing and you join the merry mob, and before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now that design is fairly simple, and it usually works the same. You'll have Razor Houghton scoring in the Ireland-England game, and you'll know you're in an Irish pub the minute you're in the door. For a couple of boys with borons will be more than Christy Moore. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the owner is Norwegian and the manager comes from Cork, and the lad that's holding up the bar says only he just work. He was born and bred in Bolton, but his mammy's from Kildare, and he's got to make his fortune soon and move to County Clare. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Time for me to go, I have to catch me train. So I leave you sitting at the bar and face the wind and rain. But I'll have that pint you owe me if I'm not gone on the dry, when we meet next week in Frankfurt in the fields of Athenry. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub.
The devil said, sit and have yourself a glass. He said, I know you're angry right now, but the feeling will pass. So keep your cup tipped up when you're feeling down low. And when you finally forget your purpose, you'll be stumbling on down the side of the road. Oh, you know it ain't good for you to keep going on like you do. Time's running away and it's running fast. Whoa, said I know. I used to walk down the very same road, and if I could, I'd give you some advice. See, he don't care about you, all the good or the bad you do know. He wants your life, and that's the devil's price. Yeah, the devil's price. Sit and have yourself a line. He said we can make it last all day. Yeah, we can make it last all night. But when you try to go to sleep, I'll be in your ear. Yeah, I'll be laughing at you the whole night through, with your paranoid eyes all full of fear. Oh, you know it ain't good for you to keep going on like you do. Time's running away and it's running fast. Oh, said I know. I used to walk down the very same road. And if I
Hello, everyone. I am Samuel Scott, the guy who runs the video live stream for the Hillsborough Prune Packers, and welcome back. We are commencing the second game of this doubleheader. The first game ended with the Prune Packers winning over the Solano Mudcats 12-0, a fair blowout. Let us see. Currently at Rec Park, it is at 6 p.m. and it's a merciful 75 degrees here. And as mentioned, Mudcats are here again. It's a doubleheader. 7 innings of pure baseball fun. I look forward to it. As always, thank you to the sponsors, to the interns that keep this place running, and our host families that house our players here, whether our players are from Missouri, Texas, which is the case for several of our players, Washington, D.C., North Dakota, I keep mentioning that one, Maine, or Delaware. Our host families house them here locally, and for that we are very grateful. As always, I'd like to keep the stream constantly improving. Unfortunately, audio will be desynced again for this game, unlike the last game, due to several technical reasons I will not get into detail for, just for time's sake. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or concerns, please leave them in the YouTube chat, and I will answer them as I can. I will be pumping in Michael's audio as soon as I have it. Thank you very much, and enjoy the ball game.
To center. Back goes Smith. Gone! He hits a ball high in the air, right center. New ball game, he is again! Two. Since he is a lefty, as he gives that one a ride. Deep right field. Jose Rojas.
Slug and avoid damage. That's drilled out to left. There's some damage. That one back off the wall and gone.
Hit well right center field, and Sano has broken his hitless string. Gordon sending the center fielder Tucker back, and that ball is gone.
Rosler hit that one pretty hard to center field. Really hard. Half all the way back. It's gone. Wade takes one deep down the right field line, and it is on that roof. Trail lifts this ball to deep left center field. This one is gone.
Uh-oh. Drives one to deep left field. That ball is gone.
And that one is turned on. Oh, Oviedo knew it. Hammered to left.
In or out, up or down. Got some mad power. Sends this one to deep left field.
Well, as I said before the game, and as Ernie Banks said, it's a great day for baseball. Let's play two, and that's what we are going to do. Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Healdsburg Prune Packers and the Solano Mudcats. Packers won the first game 12-0 over these Mudcats. That was their 40th win of the season. They are 9-0 against the Mudcats this season, hoping to sweep the 10-game season series. Michael Bearbolt and Hudson Stitt bringing you game 2 from Rec Park. And the starting pitcher for the Prune Packers is Noah Renard, and his first pitch is up high, ball 1 to Mark Wolbert, and we are underway at 6:07 p.m. and the game time temperature 77 degrees.
Noah Renard, 6'3", 220 pitcher.
The pitch inside, ball 1.
Out of Maria Carrillo High School here in Santa Rosa, California. He's going to be junior at Michigan University. And in his freshman year, he did not appear in a game. He was born in 1999, and enrolled in the College of Literature.
And pitch ball 3-0.
And his older brother, Alec, played baseball at Michigan as well in 2017 and 2018.
Pitch, there's a strike, count 3-1. And the pitch outside, ball 4, so Mark Wolbert draws a leadoff walk to start. Bring in Kenny DeSell.
Next from Sarah Potter University, center fielder number 28, Kenny DeSell.
Kenny DeSell out of Santa Clara University, and he's also from Vacaville, California.
Renard making his 6th start of the season, 9th appearance overall, 3-1 with a 1.48 ERA, 33 strikeouts to 7 walks, and 30 and a third. And there's the first pitch strike, 0-1. Home plate umpire in Game 2, Dave Aniquez. Steve Livernoy goes to the bases, and Bob Berlander also on the bases, as he was in Game 1. He is for Game 2. And the 0-1, there's a strike. The count 0-2 on DeSalle.
Prune Packers trying to win Game 2 here of this doubleheader after blowing out the Mudcats 12-0 in Game 1.
DeSalle is 0 for 3 in Game 1, hoping to turn things around here in the nightcap. Renard holds to set the 0-2. Swung on, hit on the ground, foul, third base side, and we'll stay right here. Prune Packers 24-4 in CCL play. Tonight is the second to last league game of the season. Of course, the final game will be tomorrow in Lincoln against the Potters. And around the CCL tonight, we're going to be watching very closely the Crawdads and the Potters game. And the reason why, I'll tell you after this pitch. As Bernard sets the 0-2 again. Swung on, hit sharply to second. Target fields, goes to McMillan at second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. DeSalle beats out the back end. So Mark Wilbert out at second. DeSalle reaches on the fielder's choice, 6-4. And that'll bring up Riley Lamb. And the reason that we're going to follow the Crawdads-Potters game, for the seeding in the CCL tournament, the Potters currently sit at the 3 seed. Now, why is that important? If the Potters get the 3 seed, they're going to play the night game next Wednesday in the CCL tournament. They'll play the 2 seed, which is likely going to be the Arroyo Seco Saints, when in reality, as the first pitch is fouled back, count 0-1, the Packers should be getting that night game, which they originally are scheduled to get as the top seed. But if Potters get that 3 seed, they will get the night game since they are hosting the CCL tournament. If the Potters drop to 4, then the Packers would play at 7 p.m. on that Wednesday, and that's what Packer fans and the Packers are hoping for. Right now, the Potters and the Slow Blues are tied for the 3 seed, both at 15 and 13 in CCL play. So we're going to be watching the Potters game closely, and we'll also be watching the Barons and Slow Blues game, and the Blues are down 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th to the Barons. That's at Sintimer Park. That one's lined to left field. Coming in is Bose. That's going to duck in for a base hit.
Solano Mudcats starting this game off way better than they did the game before, as they were struggling to get on bases on offense.
So 2 on, 1 out for Justin Banks.
Justin Banks out of St. Mary's University. He comes out of Fairfield, California.
Banks 0 for 3 in Game 1, pair of strikeouts, and he takes ball 1. Left-hand hitter. This has to be the coolest first pitch here in Healdsburg this season. 77 degrees, got some cloud cover. Wind blowing out toward left field. It's blowing out mostly towards left center.
Just like in Game 1.
And there's, wow, don't know where it missed, but it's 2-0. Renard holds the set, and
Prune Packers playing for the double play here.
And the pitch is fouled at the plate. The count 2-1. And the pitch, there's a strike. Count even at 2-2. Banks at 242, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Renard holds the set and the 2-2. Low. A little bit outside as well. The count runs full 3-2. Well, one more bad one. Loads the bases for a Tasso Foster. And the pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. Banks down on strikes. Big strikeout for Noah Renard. 2 out in the inning, and that'll bring in Foster.
Stepping up from Willamette College, shortstop number 6, Tassos Foster.
Tasso Foster from Willamette University, and from Novato, California.
A little bit of a bigger crowd starting to file in for game 2 as the pitch misses low. The count 1-0. DeSalle on second, Lamb on first. 2 out here in the first. And the pitch swung on, hit on the ground, left side, going to be a tough play. Runyon Fields throws to first off balance. The throw is wide and past Montgomery. Coming in to score, DeSalle. Up to third goes Lamb. He takes a turn around third. Up to second is Foster. And they're going to score that an infield single. I'd also score that an error on Runyon. Let's see what they do. But as of now, and they will. So it's an error and an infield single, and the Mudcats take a 1-0 lead.
Jordan Petruska up to bat. Out of Holy Cross University in Hillsborough, California.
So Renard holds the set, and the first pitch to Jordan Petruska is outside, ball 1.
Noah Renard trying to minimize the damage here in the top of the first.
Petruska 0 for 3 in game 1. Mudcats were only able to muster 4 hits in game 1 of the doubleheader. Some pitches low, 2 balls and no strikes. Renard holds the set, and the 2-0. It's big swing and a miss by Petruska, and the count 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Fastball, there's a strike, outside corner. And the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. The pitch swung on, chopped at the plate, hit Petruska in the box, so it's a foul ball. And we'll stay right here at 2-2. On third is Lamb. On second is Foster. Lamb reaching on the single, and then Foster reaching on an infield single and an error by third baseman Braden Runyon.
Mudcats trying to extend their lead here in the top of the first, which we're not able to muster up a run in the first game of the doubleheader. Trying to do that here.
And pitch misses outside, just missed. Count runs full 3-2.
Renard trying to get out of the inning here with minimal damage.
And the pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Petruska down on strikes to end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, an error, and 2 left. Now, we've played half an inning. Prune Packers coming to bat here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Off the end of the bat. Sounded good. Right center field. Back it goes. It's gone.
1-2. Hammered by Suarez. Deep left center field. Into the bullpen.
That ball's hammered high in the air. Deep center field. Mullins back. He's at the wall. He's out of room. There it was, but Harold lifts it high in the air. Deep right center field. Mullins to the wall. He won't get it.
Lift that one right in the middle. Rojas gives it a ride. Jackie Bradley Jr. looks up and it's gone.
No panic, hits one high in the air to right. Get up, ball. Get up, ball. Get out of here.
If he's able to do some damage.
He did. That is damage.
3-1. Breaking ball high and deep to left field. That's going to be close. It's going to stay down.
And Garlic, looks like he got a changeup again. This time he plasters it to left.
And this one is hit pretty long.
Hit high in the air, center field. Mullins back, looking up. It is gone.
3-1 to Jazz. It's in the air. deep right field. Backing up is Polanco. He's at the wall. He turns. He looks.
That's hit well.
Maybe a home run.
Way back. Forget about it. Cedric Mullins has left the building.
Oh, yeah. Fly ball to left field. Schwarber going back to the wall. It's gone!
Of the 2021 year. Alfaro with a fly ball, deep center field, turning, and goodbye.
Benintendi, will he get help from that wind?
Yes.
Yes, he does. And a high blast to left field.
Packers coming to bat. No score. Game 2 of the doubleheader with the Solano Mudcats. Hans Smith to lead things off for Healdsburg. Nick Dotson on the mound for the Mudcats. He's 1-3 with a 13.21 ERA, 31 1/3 innings, 32 strikeouts to 24 walks.
Hans Smith from UC Berkeley, senior there and from San Elesmo, California.
And pitch high, count 1-0. Smith, local kid out of Casa Grande High School, playing for Coach Paul Maitorina. 1-0. Swung on, hit in the air, left field, hit pretty well. Petrushka going back, looks like has a beat on it, and he'll make the catch just shy of the wall for out number 1. And that'll bring in Ryan Targich.
Ryan Targich from Texas A&M, sophomore there from College Station, Texas.
First pitch to Ryan Targich is outside, ball 1, switch hitter batting left.
And as I mentioned in the game before, Tarchik missed 12 games with an apparent injury, but he came back 3 games ago and is looking pretty good as he played very well in the game prior.
And he takes ball 2, 2-0. And the pitch swung on, chopped foul, sharply over toward the Mudcats dugout. And the count 2-1. One nothing Solano, bottom half of the first. And the pitch low. 3 balls and a strike to Targich. Blake Burke, the DH, on deck. And the 3-1 swung on, hit in the air. Another one to left for Petrushka. He goes back into his left. Has room, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down to start the bottom of the first, and that'll bring in Burke.
Next up for the University of Tennessee, designated hitter number 33,
Blake Burke from the University of Tennessee. He's a freshman there from Brentwood, California.
Burke, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch swung on, drilled to right field. Wolbert going back, still going back, and he makes the catch!
Wow,
Mark
what a
Wolbert,
play by
unbelievable! Ran all the way back to the wall and made the catch on the run.
What a play by Mark Wahlberg there.
So Wolbert robs Blake Burke of an extra base hit to end the first. My goodness.
Seemed like a hard collision there against the wall there, huh, Michael?
It was a hard collision, but he is shaken. He is recovering well. He's running off the field under his own power, but what a catch by Mark Wolbert. And we are going to go to the second inning, 1-0 Mudcats, here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Mullins with a shot. Deep right. Is it enough? Yes, it is.
Adames, a drive to left center. Back Marte, running out of room.
That's a high fly ball back into deep left. Calhoun is going to go to the wall. Gone.
4 runs.
Mountcastle blisters one. Oh, is he cooking? Way back and out of here.
Rojas sends one deep to center. Bradley at the wall looking up, and that ball's gone. Escobar hits one deep to left field. There it goes.
Out to left field. That's well hit. Not so much for right side not being as strong as his left side.
To left center. Deep. Marte.
Narvaez to right. Doesn't have enough. Back to back for the Brewers.
Shoots this deep out to center field.
Top of the second inning from Rec Park in Healdsburg. 1-0 Mudcats. Noah Renard still on the mound for the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Mudcats will have their bottom half of the order due up, starting with Bronson Ballholm, the catcher. It'll be Ballholm, Levitt, and Justin Claxton.
From Beloit College, the catcher, number 7, Bronson Ballholm.
Ballholm stands in. Noah Renard winds and deals. First pitch strike, count 0-1.
Bronson Ballholm from Beloit College. He's from Los Angeles, California.
And a swing and a miss by Ballholm. The count 0-2. Blues are on the board. They trail 4-1 in the ninth to the Academy Barons. Oh, 2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Bronson Ballholm. He's down on strikes to start the second, and that'll bring in Mason Levitt.
Second to the plate from Nazarene College, second baseman, number 4, Mason Levitt.
Up to bat, Mason Levitt from Nazarene College. He is from Eagle, Idaho.
First pitch to Levitt, drifts outside, ball 1. Levitt in game 1, 1 for 2. One of the 3 Mudcats that were able to muster any hits. Tasso Foster was responsible for 2 of them. As he takes strike 1, the count even at 1-1. Lamb got the other hit for Solano. Packer pitching struck out 10 Solano batters in game 1. And a pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. And on the other side, Solano pitching issued 11 walks to Prune Packer hitting. And Hudson, I know it's something you and I talked about throughout that game, just the lack of control from their pitching staff as that one's hit in the air, right side foul territory and out of play. It started with their starting pitcher, Stapleton.
Stapleton really had some trouble, especially earlier in the game, trying to find that strike zone, and he wasn't able to do it, which caused, I believe, 5 earned runs, correct, Michael?
Yep.
Yeah, 5 earned runs, I think about 7 walks, so he struggled early.
2-2 pitch outside, count runs full 3-2.
And that struggle continued with the rest of their pitchers. So hopefully in this game, for them, they can find the strike zone a bit more and not issue as many walks as they did in the game before.
Swung on, fouled, right side again. We'll do it again. Renard winds and deals the payoff pitch. Swung on, late swing, chopped to the right side. Montgomery Fields flips to Renard, covering just in time to get the hustling Levitt for out number 2.
Coming to the plate from Sac City.
I'll bring up Justin Claxton.
Number 3, Justin Claxton.
Claxton out of Sac City College.
And he is from Vacaville, California, as many of his other teammates are.
Yeah, Vacaville High School, known for their baseball program, producing a lot of great talent as the pitch misses low. A perennial contender in the Sac Joaquin section. That one's hit sharply up the middle, but Targich has a beat on it. Throws to first in time to end the inning. A 1-2-3 second inning for Noah Renard. We've played an inning and a half. 1-0 Mudcats here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
And this is gone. The opposite way, stung deep back by the wall, and Peterson can't make the catch.
Strike, Torres rips one in the air, deep left field, back to the wall, he's done it again.
The first one, there's another.
That ball is hit high in the air to right center field, and that baby's gone. Started the game in left field this year, and that one is hit deep to left field, and that baby is gone.
Dahlbeck gets into this one. Way back to left center field. That is a monster shot.
Home of the 2-1, and Almonte hammers it to right field. Betts towards the corner. This ball is back, and it is gone!
And it's not their first matchup.
Shohei gets to know his friend again with the home run.
That's hit really well. Carrying back to the track up against the wall. It's gone!
Heat lightning. Rogers hits it.
Bottom of the second, 1-0 Mudcats here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network. For the Prune Packers, they will have Cam Blake, Torrin Montgomery, and Braden Runyon due up 4, 5, and 6.
College senior there, and from Round Rock, Texas.
And we are going to have a pinch hitter.
Oh, pinch hitter.
Seth Nager. So Cam Blake must have been a late scratch.
Seth Nager from St. Mary's College, junior there from Tucson, Arizona.
So Seth Nager, the left-handed hitter, stands in and takes up an away ball 1. Well, you certainly hope everything's okay with Cam Blake. It's a pitch outside 2-0. We didn't see anything that may have indicated an injury or anything like that, so we go on with Nager in the 4th spot and is heading the count 2-0 against Nick Dotson. Check swing, pitch inside. Did he go? No, he did not, says third base umpire Steve Livernoy, in the count 3-0.
And the problem they had in the last game, finding the strike zone, a little apparent here in this game, but it's not coming back to hurt them too bad right now, but trying to find that strike zone right now.
And a swing and a foul tip on 3-0, the count 3-1. Pitch, outside ball 4. Nager works a walk. He's on base to start the second. And that'll bring up Torrin Montgomery.
Torrin Montgomery swinging a hot bat of late. We were talking about it last game as well. Now leads the league in home runs so far. And he's having a great season, isn't he, Michael?
Absolutely. Has improved his average all the way up to 340. He went 2 for 4 in game 1, had the big 3-run home run in the 5th inning, drove in 5 runs.
University of Missouri product from Kirkland, Washington. He's a junior at Missouri.
And the first pitch, outside. Count 1-0. Packers trying to tie this game back up. Mudcats scored 1 in the top of the first. They lead at 1-0. Dotson holds the set, taking a lot of time. The pitch. There's a breaking ball strike. Count 1-1. Mudcats coming in have lost 7 in a row. They are 8-28 overall. And in CCL play, they are 6-22. Dotson holds the set. And the 1-1. Pitch misses low. Count goes 2-1 on Torrin Montgomery with nobody out. Runner on first here in the second. The penultimate home game of the season for the Prune Packers. Of course, one more on Monday night. 6 o'clock first pitch against the Santa Rosa Athletics. Throw over to first, and Nager dives back. as Packers are hoping to grab a CCL championship next Friday. Of course, they got to get to Friday, play their first game Wednesday, and then hopefully work their way through the winner's bracket to get to a championship game Friday night. As the pitch outside, 3-1. Prune Packers, over the years, have developed a championship culture here in Healdsburg. And manager Joey Gomes has done a heck of a job. 259 wins in now his 8th year to just 86 losses. Three balls and a strike. That one's drilled. Center field hit well. DeSalle going back, still going back, still going back, and he makes the catch. Nager's going to tag from first. The throw will not be in time. Nager gets in standing. So Montgomery retired on the flyout. Nager up to second, and that'll bring in Braden Runyon. And Montgomery hit another ball hard, Hudson, but to the deepest part of the ballpark is the problem.
Exactly, yeah, and I saw a sign out there a little while ago. Yep, can see it right now. That's 400 feet out there. So if he can hit it that far, you know, who knows what else he can do. And Michael was talking about Joey Gnomes earlier, and we interviewed him before the game, and he was talking about the great play from Finnegan Wall.
Absolutely, and Finnegan Wall, after graduating from high school this spring, pitched very well in game one of this doubleheader. Went 3 innings, allowing just 2 hits, striking out 4. No runs.
Braden Runyon up to bat. Trying to drive in the tying run.
Breaking ball drifts outside. 1 ball and no strikes to the Packers' third baseman.
Braden Runyon out of New Mexico University, junior there from Florence, Kentucky.
Yeah, Runyon transferring to University of New Mexico, announcing that not too long ago, about a couple weeks ago. A couple of Prune Packers have transferred schools. And now Runyon calls time. Seth Nager, originally at Arizona State, transferring to St. Mary's College. Kimball Schuessler going from Texas A&M to University of Texas. One-0. Chop to the left side. Coming in, Foster to field on the backhand. Throws to first in time. Up to third is Nager. 2 gone. And that'll bring in Austin Boast.
Austin Boast from Texas A&M. He's a senior there from Groves, Texas.
So Boast stands in, right-handed hitter.
Trying to bring in the tying run from third.
Dotson's going to go from the windup with the runner on third and 2 out. And there's a breaking ball strike, the count 0-1. Boast slightly open stance from the right side. Pitch swung on, hit on the ground, through, no left field for a base hit. Coming in to score is Nager. It's an RBI single for Austin Boast, and we're tied at 1.
Up next, Cole Elvis from UC Berkeley, senior from Vacaville, California. Another product from Vacaville. And the Healdsburg Prune Packers tie up the game at 1 apiece.
And I talk about that Vacaville program. When Elvis was there, he helped set the school record for wins for Vacaville High School, back-to-back years. And a check swing foul, the count 0-1. Dotson sets. And the 0-1 to Elvis. Pitch misses low. The count even at 1-1. We're in the second. 7-inning game. Second game of this doubleheader.
Cole was trying to muster something up with 2 outs.
There's a breaking ball strike. The count 1-2. Barons have defeated the Slow Blues 4-1 at Sintheimer Park. So that moves the Potters a half game up on that 3 seed we were talking about, but Crawdads have a chance to bring that back into a tie into the final game of the regular season. As Dodson steps off. Throw over, Bose back. And the pitch swung on, hit on the ground down the third baseline, foul, and the count stays at 1-2.
That problem about finding the strike zone in that first game for the Mudcats has not really been a problem so far today. A little bit of a problem, but hasn't really, been too dangerous for them as they have kept this game tied to the bottom of the second.
And just the one walk to this point, that was Nager, but he came around to score. So that's the problem there. But in the first game, they had 3 walks through 2 innings. So another 1-2 coming to Elvis. The pitch misses up and away. Count even at 2-2. Crawdads and Potters scoreless, bottom of the second at McBean Stadium. We'll be keeping a close eye on that one. And the pitch, breaking ball, fouled right side out of play. And we'll do it again. Nice bat by Cole Elvis. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner on first. That's Boast. And the 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Elvis down on strikes to end the inning. But the Packers get a run on a hit, and they leave 1. At the end of 2 innings of play, we're tied at 1. You're on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
It's got some carry to it, and it is gone.
High fly ball. Kelnick tracking to the warning track, to the wall.
Peraza gets one to hit. It hits it deep to left. Back at the wall is Marcano. It's out of here. Lindor cranks one to deep right field, but Myers looks up, and it's out of here.
That one well struck toward that wall in left center field. Ward did it!
Rowdy Tellez over at first. Altuve drills one to left field. Fair or foul. That ball is fair and gone.
Hit hard, right field, way back. He's got another one.
At least before yesterday. As Aguilar is going to send one deep to left field. Is he going to do it again? Absolutely.
There's a ball drilled to left field. All the way back goes Gurriel. Looking up. Gone.
And that one is launched by Winker. Hammered into right center. Gone. Winker unloads again. Deep right field. He did it.
Mullins and why got him. So exciting. There's a ball to deep left field.
Yeah.
That's going to find the bleachers.
Curved ball hit in the air, right field. That is well hit. That is a moonshot.
Robertson to deep left. This one's got a shot. Peralta back. Gone. That's hit well right center field, way back. And it's out of here.
Bobby Bradley trying to go the other way. Big fly. Did he? Back to the wall. It's gone.
Out to right field. Soto going back toward the scoreboard. It is gone!
Wade goes the other way. Bryant back. Bryant at the wall. He leaps.
Top half of the third inning, and we are tied at 1. Mudcats will have the top of their order due up, starting with Mark Wolbert, left-handed hitter.
Mark Wolbert started off the game with a leadoff walk.
Fastball outside. Count 1-0.
Wolbert with the amazing play in that first inning, robbing a great hit there by the Prune Packers. So let's see if we can do something with the bat here.
Wolbert swings and misses the count 1-1. That was off the bat of Blake Burke, who was first pitch swinging. As there's a strikeout at half, the count 1-2. Pitch outside, 2-2 the count. Pitch swung on foul, tipped into the glove of Elvis. Strike 3. Wolbert down on strikes for out number 1, and that'll bring up Kenny DeSalle.
Next up from Santa Clara University, center fielder number 28,
Kenny Gasell, 0 for 1 so far in this game. He reached on first, however, it was a fielder's choice.
Renard bouncing back nicely after the rough first inning, and throws ball 1 upstairs to DeSalle.
Renard's, playing a pretty good game right now. That was his 4th strikeout so far in the top of the 3rd.
And a swing and a miss. Count even at 1-1. Pitch just misses inside. Just missed. Count 2-1. Three balls and a strike to Kenny DeSalle, with 1 out here in the 3rd. Renard winds and the 3-1. Swing on, chop foul over toward the Packer dugout. Count 3-2.
Renard trying to avoid throwing his 2nd walk of the game so far.
Full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. DeSalle down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Renard. And that'll bring in Riley Lamb.
Next at bat, designated hitter number 16, Riley Lamb.
Riley Lamb so far is 1 for 1 with a single in the first inning. Lamb, a product out of Southern California.
Takes ball 1. Outside.
And he is from Elk Grove, California.
Pitch swung on foul, tipped into Elvis's glove. The count 1-1. And the pitch in the dirt. Elvis able to keep it in front. 2 balls and a strike. 1-1 in the 3rd. Michael Barabalt, Hudson Stipp bring you the action from Recreation Park in Healdsburg, California. Mudcats and the Packers going at it. Pitch up and away. And the count 3-1.
Renard trying again not to throw his 2nd walk so far of this game, but it's been pretty steady so far, throwing 5 strikeouts so far.
And the 3-1 is outside, ball 4. So Lamb works 2-out walk. And that'll bring in Justin Banks.
Justin Banks so far is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. One of the 5 strikeout victims Renard has caused so far. Trying to do a bit better this time up.
First pitch to Banks is low. So 1-0 the count. Lamb on first. The pitch swung on, hit in the air, right field, hit well. Smith going back, still going back. Catch you later, baseball. A 2-run home run for Justin Banks. Home run number 3 on the year, and the Mudcats take a 3-1 lead.
Very hard hit there by Justin Banks to right field. Just couldn't get there, and that is a 2-run shot by Justin Banks. Tasso Foster with a base hit in his first at-bat, and he later was the one that came in for the run.
Takes ball 1 outside, count 1-0. Pitch, there's a strike, the count even at 1-1. Bernard winds and deals the 1-1, swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
Bernard trying to get out of the inning here with minimal damage done, but that 2-run shot is, probably not the best thing you wanted there.
Swung on and looped into center field, coming in is Nager, and it's going to duck in for a base hit. Fourth hit, for the Mudcats, and then I'll bring in Jordan Petrushka.
Petrushka in his first at-bat struck out. Trying to do a bit better here. Trying to bring in that runner from first.
So Renard trying to get the final out of the third. And he deals ball 1 outside. Got the first 2 outs very quickly, back-to-back strikeouts, and then a walk, and then the 2-run home run by Banks, and now a 2-out single. And the Mitch misses low. Pitch, fastball inside, 3-0 to Petrushka.
And it seems like in this game so far, the Prune Packers are actually struggling to find good pitches either in the strike zone or not easy balls for the the Mudcats to hit.
And it's outside ball 4, a walk to Petrushka. Renard running into trouble. And that's going to bring out manager Joey Gomes out to the mound. Renard at 64 pitches to this point. I know in talking to manager Joey Gomes, they wanted to keep him around 70 tonight. And if that is true, this would be one of his last hitters, but we'll see what happens.
Bolholm in his first at-bat struck out. Again, as some of the other hitters trying to do a bit better here. And some of the other hitters have been doing better in this inning, had a walk, 2-run homer, a single, and another walk here with 2 outs. So Noah Renard just trying to get out of this with minimal damage done.
Mudcats have yet to beat the Prune Packers this year. Packers are 9-0. The Crawdads and the Potters have each beat them twice. And their other loss was a non-league loss to the West Coast Kings. So Packers hoping to change the score here. It's the Mudcats 3 and the Packers 1 as Bolholm stands in, left-handed hitter. Fastball strike and the count 0-1. Three runs on 4 hits for the Mudcats, 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error for the Prune Packers. And a big swing and a miss. The count quickly 0-2. Foster on second, Petrushka on first. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on foul, back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Ball home 9 for 41 this season. That's a .219 average. Swung on, fouled right back to where I am. If there was no fence there, I could have caught it.
He definitely would have caught it as well. He was quite the football player back in his day.
Got to play a football game on this field at Rec Park my junior year, playing for Petaluma High. Played some baseball here, coached some baseball here at Rec Park. Pitch, breaking ball, outside corner, strike 3 called. Ball hometown looking to end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, the 2-run home run by Banks, and 2 left. And at the end of 2.5 innings, 3-1 Mudcats here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Gonzalez hits one in the air into left center field. Back at the wall and is gone. Tie game in the 9th. Marwin Gonzalez. And it's 3-3 as Gonzalez has his first home run of this postseason. 10th inning. Altuve into left center field. Back at the wall and is gone. Jose Altuve. Here's one into left center field off the bat of Correa. Altuve and Correa go back to back. And it's 5-3 here in the 10th inning with Houston on top. Puig hits one a ton to left. It's a 1-run game. Base hit right field. Here comes Forsythe. Throw by Reddick is not in time. Tie game. To Springer. That's into right center field. Well hit. Won't be caught. It is gone for a home run. George Springer goes deep. And the Astros are back on top by 2. To give the Dodgers a chance. They need a base runner. And here's a high fly.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Mudcats lead at 3-1. Ian McMillan to lead things off, 9-1-2. McMillan, Smith, and Targich against Nick Dodson. And the first pitch to him misses inside. I think that hit him. It did. It clipped his pant. So McMillan's going to get first base to start the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that'll bring up Hans Smith.
Prune Packers trying to get something going here. Only have 1 hit so far in this game. The rest of them came up from walks and, well, outs.
Second time now through the order for the Prune Packers.
Hans Smith so far 0 for 1 so far in this game with a fly out to center field in his first at-bat.
Dodson holds the set. The first pitch to Smith. Swung on, fouled right side out of play. The count 0-1.
In the bottom of the 3rd is where the Prune Packers really started to get it going in that first game, scoring 6 runs. That's where they blew open the game and pretty much won it, right, Michael?
Absolutely. They were up 1-0, and that made it 7-0, and that was all she wrote. Pitch. Swung on, hit sharply up the middle, and fielded and threw into center field for a base hit. Going to 3rd, McMillan. Smith will hold at first. I think Foster got a glove on it, but it still trickled into center field for a base hit. So runners at the corners with nobody out, and that'll bring in Ryan Targich.
So far in this game is 0 for 1 with also a fly out to center field, trying to do what Hans Smith just did and trying to drive in that run that will cut it down to a 1-score lead for the Mudcats.
Target switch hitter batting left. McMillan off 3rd, Smith off 1st. Swung on and chopped foul. The count 0-1.
Mudcats trying to turn a double play here.
Dotson taking a lot of time in between pitches, almost like Josh Beckett-like. And the pitch, fastball, there's a strike. Maybe a little bit off the plate, but David Niquez gives him the call. The count 0-2.
Nick Dotson trying to get out of this inning.
Dotson looking for the strikeout. And pitch just misses outside with the fastball. Count 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch is lined down the right field line, foul. And we'll do the 1-2 once more. Padres have taken a 1-0 lead over the Crawdads at McBean Stadium, bottom half of the third. Another 1-2 coming to Ryan Targich, and here it comes. Breaking ball, foul left side, giving chase is Claxton, but it drifts out of play. And we'll do the 1-2 again. Nice at bat by Ryan Targich, fouling off some good pitches from Dotson.
Yeah, you know, I think a reason why Tarchik has been so well of late, is because he keeps staying in these battles between the pitcher, running up the pitcher's pitch count, and getting good pitches to hit, and that's why he's been so successful.
3 foul-offs, and that's at bat. Dotson up to 37 pitches through the first 2+ innings so far. And the pitch swung on, fouled left side, and another great spoil by Ryan Targich.
Nick Dotson trying to find something to put him away. 4 foul balls so far in this at bat.
McMillan off third, Smith off first. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the third. Mudcats lead at 3-1. And the pitch in the dirt. Back pick to first, not in time. They nearly had Smith leaning, but he's able to get back. And they count 2-2 on Targich.
Great recognition there by Bolham, just wasn't able to get that pitch, that throw there quick enough.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3. A big strikeout for Dotson. He wins the battle over Targich. Big out, and that'll bring in Blake Burke, who is robbed in his first at-bat by a heck of a play by Mark Wolbert in right field. And his last at-bat, Burke was first pitch swinging. Let's see if he does that again here.
You know, it was a great catch there by Mark Wolbert. Robbed him of an extra base hit.
Mudcats, boy, they would like a double play. They're playing for it. Levitt and Foster up the middle. That one's hit on the ground at first. Past the dive of Banks into right field for a base hit. Scoring is McMillan. Smith to third. He will get there easily. First pitch swinging again was Blake Burke. He gets an RBI single. And we're now at 3-2 Mudcats.
Michael called it first pitch swinging, just like he did in that first inning. So, you know, maybe that's a new trademark for him.
Seth Nager stands in.
Seth Nager drew a walk in that second inning. And Michael bopping his head along to the music.
It's a great song. So Smith at third, Burke on first. Dotson, pitch outside. Count 1-0. 3-2 Mudcats here in the bottom half of the third inning. Dotson coming set.
Trying to get out of the inning.
And the pitch. There's a breaking ball strike. And they count 1-1.
Mudcats trying to turn the double play ball here. Trying to keep this game 1-run lead.
One ball, one strike, one out. Now the pitch. Nager squares the bunt, pulls it back, pitch in the dirt. Nice job by Bronson Ballholm behind the plate to keep it in front. The count 2-1 on Nager. Mudcats trying to get out of this inning with the lead. Packers threatening. Dotson again taking a long time. Now he pitches. Nager squares again, pulls it back. The pitch outside. Count 3-1.
Dotson trying to avoid loading the bases here. That would really set him up for some trouble. Trying to get that double play ball, but at least not a walk. That would really put him in some danger.
Three balls and a strike. Swing and a miss by Nager. Count runs full 3-2. And the pitch swung on, popped up in the infield. Dotson says he's got it. He does, right on the pitcher's mound. A big out for Nick Dotson, and that'll bring up Torrin Montgomery, the Packers' hottest hitter.
And that flyout really prevented any of the runners to advance, so that was really the perfect scenario right there for the Mudcats. And Torrin Montgomery up to bat here, flew out to left field. And as Michael said, really swinging a hot bat of late, had a 3-run shot in the first game of this doubleheader. Seeing if he can do something here to bring in a run to tie up this ball game.
One more big out to get if you're the Mudcats. If you want to stay in the lead. It's 3-2. And the pitch, breaking ball lined off the glove of Claxton, and that'll be a run. Boy, had he held on to that, that would have been a heck of a play by Justin Claxton, but Montgomery hit it too hard. It pops out of his glove. Hans Smith scores, and this game is tied at 3.
Really hard hit ball there by Torrin Montgomery, and that just shows how hot he's been. You know, even balls that are hit right to the defenders, he's getting on base somehow. So great job there by Torrin Montgomery.
6th RBI of the day for Montgomery if you combine game 1 and game 2. And after the Mudcats took a 2-run lead in the top half of this inning, Packers tied in the last half.
Up to bat, Braden Runyon, who grounded out to third base in his last at bat. Trying to do a bit better here.
Breaking ball strike to Runyon, the count 0-1. He didn't think so. And up here looked a tad bit low, but throughout most of the night, the count 0-1. Burke is on second, Montgomery on first. Prune Packers home to take the lead. Up and in, the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dotson holds the set. And now time is called right as Dotson was going to throw that pitch. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Runyon.
Dotson trying to get out of the inning here.
Dotson taking a long time, finally throws it, and the breaking ball outside. And the count 2-1.
You know, we were talking about this the game prior, you know, how a lot of people are, you know, talking to the umpires about the calls lately, you know, and you were telling me it was getting a little out of hand there, Michael.
Was earlier in the week, not so much today. Mudcats have done a good job, and the umpiring has been good today. I haven't really seen any issues that would prompt any sort of big discussion. A couple balls and strikes that can go the other way on both sides, but the umpiring crew today has done a good job. So 2 balls and a strike on Runyon. And the pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by Bolholm. The count 3-1. One more bad one loads the bases for the Prune Packers.
Dotson's got to find a way to put this one in the strike zone. Does not want to flirt with loading the bases here.
And the pitch. Swung on, fouled, back to the screen. So the count full 3-2. And the pace of this game really has slowed in this inning, with Dotson taking as much time as he has in between pitches.
Runyon trying to get a knock into the outfield to get the lead. First one of the day for him.
Runners will go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And now time is called at the plate. And I don't blame him. Dotson's taking a long time in between every pitch. And I'm surprised time hasn't been called more.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, it's been a really long time. I mean, he's standing back there, and, you know, we're just waiting.
Well, after this pitch, I'm going to start timing it if this inning stays alive. It's been a long time, but now the runners go, and the pitch has popped up. Coming in, Banks, going off the mound is Dotson, and the ball is dropped by Dotson. And Runyon's going to get another chance.
Wow, I mean, they had a chance to end the inning right there with very minimal damage done. And he just drops that pop fly that gives Runyon another chance. And you were talking about how long he's been taking there at the mound, and that can really mess with the hitter's, you know, plan, right?
Their timing, absolutely. So now everyone will reset. So Dotson getting ready to step on the rubber. So Runyon stands in. Burke on second, Montgomery on first. They'll take off on the pitch. Now time is called again. Runyon's getting frustrated. That was 18 seconds, and Dotson never comes set, and now the crowd's getting into it. I don't blame him.
You know, Runyon was...
That was 18 seconds, and he didn't even come set.
18 seconds there, and he's got to throw the baseball. I mean, like Michael said, I'm surprised there hasn't been more times called. I mean, he's...
Now he comes set. Runners are going to take off. And now he deals at 14 seconds, and it's outside ball 4. Runyon works a walk. Bases are loaded for Austin Bose.
I mean, that was 14 seconds there for him to throw the pitch, you know, so we're going to keep timing him.
I agree. I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous at this point. And I'm not going to tell anyone what to do from the broadcast booth, but
exactly.
It's a little too long for my taking. So Austin Bose will stand in. Bases are loaded, 2 out, and the game tied at 3.
Austin Bose up to bat. He's 1 for 1 so far today with a single, and that brought in their first run of the ball game in the second inning.
And the first pitch, fastball. There's a strike. Count 0-1, and now you can feel the intensity of this game has picked up with the delays and the error, the crowd getting into it. We'll see what happens. Pitch. Swinging a pop-up, right side fouling out of play, and the count 0-2. And if a run comes in to score after Dodson dropping that pop-up, my goodness.
That could be the game changer right there, Michael. And I feel like after that last at bat, I don't know, it's just only been 2 pitches. But he's taken a bit, faster. He's been a bit faster on his pitches. But still, though, it's been a little ridiculous. We've seen it.
0-2 the count. Winds and deals. Swung on, hit on the ground to short. Foster Fields goes to second for the force. 2 hits, and they leave the bases loaded. We've played 3. We're tied at 3 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
The wall, it is gone. 7-6. And Culberson celebrates, but it's a 1-run game. What a game, what a battle here. Another 3-2 pitch. Struck him out, and the Astros win it 7-6.
The count full to Spezio, 3-2. Big pitch coming up. Rodriguez sets. The 3-2 pitch is belted to right field. Back on it goes Sanders at the wall. He can't get it. Home run! And they're back in the ball game. Scott Spezio, a 3-run home run to right field into the corner. And it's the Giants 5, the Angels 3 in the 7th.
Smack in the right. It's a 1-run game.
Two balls and 1 strike to Troy Gloss. The Never Say Die Angels giving their fans a thrill down the stretch in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nen delivers, and it's belted left field in the gap. It's in there for a double. Here comes Biggins. Here comes Anderson. The Angels take the lead, 6-5.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Mason Levitt swings at the first pitch and drills one into left field for a base hit. Off the new pitcher, Owen Hamilton. So a good start for the Mudcats. We're tied at 3 in the 4th. Remember, this is a 7th inning game with the doubleheader. So Levitt's aboard with the single. New pitcher is Owen Hamilton. He's 2-0 with a 0.96 ERA. 22 strikeouts to 6 walks and 18 2/3 innings to this point, making his 10th appearance of the season in relief of Noah Renard.
Justin Claxton so far is 0 for 1 so far in this game, and I think it's safe to say at this point Mudcats are playing much better in the second game, huh, Michael?
Absolutely, as Claxton takes ball 1 low, and the count 1-0.
Because in the game prior, at this point, they were down 7-0, and 3-3 is certainly an improvement.
That's why you play the game in baseball. Records are thrown out the window. Pitch outside, and the count 2-0. Back pick to first, not in time.
And that ends Noah Renard's line. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and faced 16 batters.
Swung on, chopped to third, fair ball. Runyon going to go to second. Nice pick out of the dirt by Targets for 1. Back to first, a double play. Boy, that was a tough play. It was slowly hit down the third base line. Runyon fielded off bounce, threw it in the dirt to Targets, who picked it, threw it back to first in time for the double play. Wow, what a play.
That was impressive. I mean, I was even thinking he was going to have trouble getting 1 out on that play, and he ended up getting 2. I mean, that was brilliant there by the Prune Packers. And it was a hard hit ball. It was a good hit. It was just better defense.
Tyler Durant.
And the first pitch outside, ball 1 to the pinch hitter, Tyler Durant, hitting for Mark Wolbert. Left-handed hitter, swings and lines one foul. And the count 1-1.
Tyler Durant out of George Fox University. He is from San Ramon, California.
The pitch low. 2-1 the count. Hamilton sets the pitch. Fastball, there's a strike. And the count even at 2-2. And now all of a sudden, Hamilton's a strike away from getting out of the inning. And the pitch swung on, chopped foul behind home plate. We'll do it again.
Owen Hamilton out of University of Maryland, Baltimore. He's a senior there from San Asmelo, California.
Out of Drake High School, now named Archie Williams High School. 2-2, swinging a miss, strike 3. Durant down on strikes to end the inning. Packers defense does the work. Let's see if they can turn it into offense here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Runner at third, 1 out. Broken back. Cut off by right. Out, throw home. Wild tie game. Unbelievable base running by Eric Hosmer has tied it. They keep finding ways. His first of the postseason. And the score is Dyson. And Kansas City is on top, 3-2. Give me some! Attaboy! Let's go! Hell yeah! The 1-2 again. Inside the corner. The Royals, 2015 World Champions.
We are in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We are halfway through in this 7-inning game. Packers and the Mudcats tied at 3 from Rec Park. Cole Elvis to lead things off for the Prune Packers.
Cole Elvis so far in this game is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 2nd inning, trying to do better here, trying to get his team the lead.
Nick Dodson back out on the mound. If the Packers get a base runner, we're going to break out the stopwatch as Elvis takes ball one, because that's when he tends to really slow the game down. It's with runners on base. Swung on a line to center field for a base hit. Good start for the Prune Packers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that'll bring in Ian McMillan.
Ian McMillan so far is, well, 0 for 0 so far, and he was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. And that was a great hard hit ball right back where it came from for the first, for a single.
So Dodson in trouble once again. Throw over to first, and diving back is Elvis. I think the dog over there is barking to the siren. So Dodson sets. One-0, hit on the ground, past the dive of the third baseman Claxton down the left field line. Rounding second and going to third is Elvis. The throw from Petrushka is not in time. It goes past Claxton. Back up by Dodson. Up to second goes Elvis on the throw. And the Prune Packers are in business in the 4th. 2 on, nobody out.
Diving play there by Claxton just wasn't good enough. And a great hard hit ball by Ian McMillan. Runners now at the corners. Hans Smith up to bat so far today. He is 1 for 2 with a fly out to left field, and a single in the 3rd inning.
So Dodson going from the windup, runners on second and third. Nobody out. Corner infielders playing up for Solano. And a first pitch breaking ball strike, the count 0-1.
And with no outs right now, this is a great opportunity for the Prune Packers to get an early lead here.
Outside gets Pye, the catcher, ball home to the backstop, but it ricochets right back to him. So that'll force Elvis to hold at third. The count 1-1. Packers trying to take the lead. Dodson winds and deals. Pitch low. And the count 2-1 on Smith. Swung on, popped up, and out of play behind us. And the count even at 2-2.
Hans Smith so far this season is batting a nice .310. He has 24 RBIs and 3 home runs so far this season.
Now time is called to play. My goodness, that has to be at least 6 times that a batter's called time, because Dodson is just, he's taking way too much time in between pitches.
Yeah, he's just sitting back there, and I no clue why he's doing that.
Smith pops this one up, foul territory, and that will get caught by the first baseman. Nice play by Tyler Durant, the new first baseman. A big first out. And then I'll bring in Ryan Targich. I thought he had no chance of getting that ball, but he made the play.
No, the catcher got up on the dugout, and I thought that thing was over the fence, but he made a great play.
Number 16, Ryan Targich.
With a flyout and a strikeout. This season, he is batting a very good .340. One of the better players on this Prune Packer team. He has 33 RBIs and 3 home runs.
Switch hitter batting left, takes ball 1 outside.
And Michael said it right. Whenever the Prune Packers have people on base, that seems is when it starts for him. You know, he takes a long time back there, and yeah, he was right.
Again, taking a lot of time. Finally starts his windup and pitches. Fouled left side out of play, and the count 1-1. McMillan on second, Elvis on third. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch. Breaking ball inside. Count 2-1. Dotson winds and deals. Swing and a miss by Targich. And the count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. And the windup and the pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Bohom behind the plate. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Dotson. Out number 2. And then I'll bring in Blake Burke.
Stepping to the plate, designated hitter number 33, Blake Burke.
Blake Burke so far in this one is 1 for 2 with a flyout and an RBI single.
Well, Hudson, he's swinging the first 2 pitches, and both of his first 2 at-bats. You thinking 3 for 3 here?
Exactly. I'm thinking 3 for 3 here.
Let's see if we're both right or we're both wrong. Dotson winds and deals the first pitch. We were both wrong. He takes ball 1.
So far this season, Blake Burke is batting a very nice .354 with only 48 at-bats, but he does have 15 RBIs on the season.
And Burke playing his first game since mid-June. And the 1-0 is a fastball just missing. And the count 2-0. Went to the MLB Draft Combine. And he's committed to the University of Tennessee and decided that's going to be his route. So he came back and joined the Packers for the stretch run. Burke, big, strong left-handed hitter.
Dotson trying to get out of the inning here.
And time called again. Burke now steps back in. And now Dotson steps off. We're going to have a meeting at the mound. This is unbelievable.
I mean, he's just got to throw the pitches. I mean,
either there's a miscommunication between his catcher and himself, or I mean, I don't remember this happening in the previous 2 times he's pitched against the Prune Packers.
And I'm seeing out here the umpires even, thinking this was ridiculous. I think everyone here is as well.
It's his 3rd time facing the Prune Packers, and like I told you, I don't remember this kind of slow pace to the game. But he's ready. Winds and deals a 2-0. Breaking ball misses low. The count 3-0.
And so far today, it's been a real problem for the Mudcats finding the strike box. In that first game, we saw it. So many walks. And here, not as many, but as you can see right now, count 3-0.
And the 3-0. Fastball, outside ball 4. Burke works a walk. Bases are now loaded with 2 out for Seth Nager. And that's going to do it for Dotson. Mercifully, he will be relieved in favor of Brady Joyner. We'll let him take his warm-up tosses, and we'll be right back after this here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
If you're just tuning in, boy, I feel bad for you. I'll try to catch you up, though. Jose Barrios of Barrios was traded from the Minnesota Twins to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays Well, they gave up a lot. Last year's 5th overall selection, Austin Martin, was part of the package that went to the Minnesota Twins. Barrios is one of those top 3 starters in the rotation they were looking for. The White Sox have the best bullpen in baseball now. Liam Hendricks was already an all-star closer, but they acquire a guy on the Hall of Fame highway. Craig Kimbrell goes from the north side of Chicago to the south side of Chicago. Nick Madrigal, a former first-round pick starting second baseman out for the year, is over to the Cubs as part of this package. Javier Baez, headline attraction, joins Kimbrell as a Cub leaving Wrigley Field. Javi Baez wanted to go to the Mets to reunite, in a way, with his good buddy Francisco Lindor. That is happening. Baez traded to the New York Mets. Huge trade. Mets fans are loving life. The Philadelphia Phillies had many needs. One of them, another arm in the bullpen. They added Ian Kennedy, who had 16 saves this year, sub-3 ERA, and a starting pitcher, all-star Kyle Gibson. Last 3 starts, he struggled, lost all 3 of his decisions, ERA over 7, but he goes into that rotation with Nola and Wheeler. The Oakland A's have made many moves. Yan Gomes and Josh Harrison, 2 veteran position players, are going to be part to add depth to that Oakland A's starting lineup. Defensive versatility is part of the equation. Josh Harrison brings that, and Yan Gomes can call a good game behind the plate and really control the running game. This could be the biggest of the entire week. Max Scherzer, future Hall of Famer, being traded with Trey Turner, who's got 1 more year of control, to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, Corey Seager activated tonight. He will be the starting shortstop. We're all assuming Trey Turner will play second base for the second place Los Angeles Dodgers. The Yankees added a lot. Most recently, Andrew Heaney, who struggled this year for the Angels as a former first-round pick out of Oklahoma State years ago. We'll see where he slots into the starting rotation for the Yankees.
We have a pinch hitter. His name is Blake McDonald. He's going to hit for Seth Nager. So we'll see how the defense goes after that. But McDonald's going to hit.
Blake McDonald so far this season
takes strike 1, the count 0-1.
Is batting a nice .351 with 21 RBIs and 2 home runs. Very nice season so far.
New pitcher Brady Joyner making a 16th appearance, 1-3 with a 3.28 ERA. That one's hit in the air. Durant and Levitt. It looks like it's Levitt who makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, and the bases are left loaded for the second straight inning. We've played 4 innings from Rec Park. We're tied at 3 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
From the Rangers. But this happened right before the deadline passed at 4 p.m. Eastern. The San Francisco Giants trade 2 minor leaguers, none of which top 5 in their organization, for Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant at the moment is just a pure rental. He will go to the San Francisco Giants. Defensive versatility, name of the game for this former MVP.
How would you like to lower your business telecom budget by 30 to 40%? No matter where you are in the United States, IGT Consult is here to serve you. Scan us a copy of your phone and internet bill, and we'll send you a free analysis with competitive bids for your telecom needs. Why pay retail when you don't have to? Contact IGT agent J.D. Marr at 916-275-5597. That's 916-275-5597. Or visit us at igtconsult.com.
You never imagined going to your child's funeral. We all thought Tyler was so happy, but he must have been suffering in silence. We had no idea. For too long, we've only talked about mental health behind closed doors, but we're not doing that anymore. Suicide is the second leading cause of death on college campuses, and nearly 10% of college students will seriously consider it. Asking for help isn't a weakness, it's a strength. We can talk about mental health. We can be there for each other. We can get up. We want you to do 3 burpees for our number 3.
We are in the 5th. We're still tied at 3. Kenny DeSell to lead things off for the Solano Mudcats, and he takes ball 1 in the dirt. The count 1-0.
Kenny DeSell so far today is 0 for 2 with a ground out fielder's choice and a strikeout.
And the pitch there is a strike. count even at 1-1 on DeSalle. Well, I guess in thinking about it, it's only fitting that the final meeting between these two teams is a good game, and I'll tell you why. As DeSalle checks a swing, did he go? No, he did not. The count 2-1. On opening night, Mudcats were up 7-0 in the second inning, and the Packers came back to win that game 13-9. And we have another barn burner here, 3-3 in the fifth. Remember, 7-inning game, second game of a doubleheader, and the pitch low.
So far this season, you said it, Michael, you know, the Prune Packers are 9-0 against the Mudcats. So the Mudcats are looking for their first win, and the Prune Packers are looking for their 10-game sweep against this Mudcat team.
3-1, swung on a miss. The count runs full 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. DeSalle down on strikes to start the fifth. And that'll bring in the DH, Riley Lamb.
Riley Lamb so far is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk in the third.
Center fielder, designated hitter, number 16, Riley Lamb.
First pitch to Lamb is a strike. We got a good one, 3-3 here in the top of the fifth. And the pitch missing low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One hit in the air. Right field, Runyon coming in. And he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. And that'll bring in Justin Banks.
Justin Banks so far today is 1 for 2 with a 2-run shot in the third. That was pretty much a highlight of the Mudcats' day so far today, huh, Michael?
Absolutely, 2-run shot at the time gave him the lead, and Packers were able to come right back and get them of their own. Swung on a line drive, base hit down the left field line. Let's see if he'll turn for 2. He does. Bose fields it, and he will not eventually go. He took a big turn, but held up at first for a single. Mudcats have a 2-out base runner.
First pitch swing there, aggressive play. Drove that into left field for a base hit.
Number 6, Tassos Foster.
First pitch swinging is Foster, who fouls it right side and out of play.
Foster so far today is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, and looking to keep that up.
There's a breaking ball, just missed, and the count 1-1. Breaking ball gets away from Elvis to the backstop. Banks going to go to second. The throw to second base by Elvis is going to be in time to get him. Banks cut down, trying to advance on the pass ball to end the inning. So no runs on a hit and nobody left. We've played 4.5. We're tied at 3 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Not just that play in general. The Phillies have had a really bad year defensively. And
Is that number 1? Andrew Vaughn. I told you guys this would be the night. Andrew Vaughn picks up his first big league home run. Had that feeling in my bad knee, guys.
Turn the lights on at least. See the kid run around the bases. There we go. He spit on the changeup the pitch before. It looked like he was seeing the ball really well, and then he got something a little up, hammered it.
A 2-run shot. White Sox doubling up the Twins.
He's 23 years old, 3rd overall pick, top bat, coming out in the 2019 draft. He was the 12th overall prospect according to MLB.com. He is as polished of a college player in terms of offensive skills as we've seen, and that right there was his first big league home run.
Are you paying too much for your business phones and internet? Tired of slow bandwidth? IGT Consult is here to help. Stop paying retail for your telecom needs and move to wholesale pricing with IGT Consult. We save businesses 30 to 40% and bring you the latest technology via the cloud. Contact IGT broker JD Marr today at 916-275-5597. That's 916-275-5597, or visit us on the web at igtconsult.com.
Torrin Montgomery to lead things off for the Prune Packers here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Remember, 7-inning game, so we are getting down to crunch time.
Torrin Montgomery so far in this game is 1 for 2 with an RBI single.
And he takes ball 1 up high.
And I know we've said this many times throughout our broadcast, but he is swinging a very hot bat of late. He had a 3-run shot in the game previous. He's just been playing amazing.
And there's a strike. The count even at 1-1. One swung on a miss, slider out of the zone. The count 1-2. Crawdads have taken a 2-1 lead over the Lincoln Potters. That's in the bottom of the 5th at McBean Stadium. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Joyner blew the fastball right by Montgomery for out number 1 in the 5th. And that'll bring in Braden Runyon.
Braden Runyon so far today is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk in the 4th inning. Runyon so far this season is batting .308. He's drove in 22 runs, and he has 3 home runs on the season.
First pitch to him is outside ball 1. And the pitch swung on foul, tipped into Ballholm's glove. The count even at 1-1 on Runyon. And the pitch swung on foul. Back to the screen. The count 1-2 on Runyon. And the pitch swung on, hit in the air. Shallow right, Banks coming in, and he will dive. And did he make the play? He made the play.
He did.
Justin Banks, a diving play in right field to retire Runyon for out number 2 as he gets a tip of the cap from his pitcher, Brady Joyner.
What a play there by Banks. I mean, he dove out for that one. I didn't think he came up with it, and he seems like he did. So what a great play there by Justin Banks. And now up to bat, Austin Boast. So far today, he is 1 for 2 with a single in the 2nd and a ground out in the 3rd.
So Boast stands in. Swung on, fouled back, and the count 0-1. Tied at 3 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch low. Joyner trying to work a scoreless 5th for the Mudcats. That one's chopped foul into the Packer dugout. The count 1-2.
The Mudcats have really found that strike zone in this game, much better than the last game. Haven't had nearly as many walks as they did in the first game. Only had 3 walks, and last game I had like 11 walks. So.
You were right about that as Boast drills one to center field. DeSalle going back, still going back, and he backpedals to make the catch to end the inning. So a 1-2-3 fifth inning for Brady Joyner. We've played 5 full. We are tied at 3 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
The possibilities there are really intriguing. Cabrera with a drive, and that one's gone! The biggest moment of the game right here. Gillespie to right. Almora back, he can't get there! Belt scores! Here's Posey, and the Giants have taken the lead! Diminish how good a team this was in 2014. Freeze well hits a right. Trumbo running out of room, and that one's off the wall. Freeze is going to try for third, and he'll get there without a play. No, they got him! Oh, my goodness! Carlos Correa has homered and driven in a run with a base hit today. There goes the runner. There goes Correa again! Yelich runs. Hosmer swings and sends a ball to deep right and out of here! Well, even you're getting into it now.
Yeah.
Belt with a drive, hammered to deep right field, and that one is gone! Crawford to left center field. And it's over for good! This is a one-run ball game. Brandon's on his way to third.
I think Puerto Rico's got a beat here. He was out at third.
There for all 9, presumably tonight. There's a drive well hit to left. That one doesn't have a
We're in the 6th, tied at 3 against the Mudcats. Owen Hamilton still on the mound. And the first pitch is a check swing, but it's a called strike anyway to Tasso Foster. And the count 0-1.
Tasso Foster so far in this game is 2 for 2, 2 singles.
Breaking ball strike, the count 0-2.
Owen Hamilton's been pitching very well. Has held the Mudcats to no runs in his game today.
Swung on a line to left field, coming in as Bose, but that's going to dunk in for a base hit. Leadoff base runner for Solano here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Jordan Petrushka.
Jordan Petrushka so far today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk, 4-pitch walk, in fact. And that is the 3rd hit today for Tasso Foster.
And the first pitch inside, ball 1.
Almost hit him. Owen Hamilton and the Prune Packers playing for the double play here.
A check swing foul, and the count 1-1. Sun starting to set here at Rec Park. And that one's chopped up the middle to short. McMillan fields and bobbles it. It goes into short center field. On his way to third is Foster. He'll get there easily. A big error by Ian McMillan has the Mudcats in business, first and third, with nobody out.
Coming to bat, catcher number 7, Bronson Bellholm.
Up now to bat, Bronson Bolholm. He is 0 for 2 so far today with a pair of strikeouts, trying to bring in the leading run.
Bolholm, left-handed hitter, swings and fouls it back to the screen. Count 0-1.
Stuck in the gate.
About the 3rd time this season that's happened. Ball's been sucked in the chain link fence. One of them went all the way to the top, and it took another
Really?
foul ball hitting the fence to knock it down. So Hamilton holds the set, the 0-1. Squaring to bunt his ball home and misses, the count 0-2. Perhaps going for a little safety squeeze there was ball home, unable to do it.
Mudcats trying to muster up something here to get the lead. They had the lead for a while until the Prune Packers tied it up. Runner on first and third. No outs.
Blake Pivaroff playing even with the bag. Middle infield target to McMillan. Play double play depth up the middle. Pitch. Swinging a chopper foul at the plate. We'll do it again. Bigger ball hit sharply to Pivaroff from Montgomery. They'll come home if Foster breaks. Mason Levitt on deck. Fastball outside. Count 1-2 on Bronson Ballholm.
Owen Hamilton looking for the strikeout here so he can set up the double play ball with the next batter.
Remember, 7-inning game, so this is a big spot. The pitch. Swinging a foul, and we'll do it again. Packers won the first game of this doubleheader 12-0. And here in game 2, we are tied at 3 here in the 6th.
Mudcats playing much better in this one defensively, pitching-wise, and hitting-wise. So playing much better here.
A well-rounded, better performance for Solano. Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree with that, Hudson. The 1-2. Fastball just misses. Count even at 2-2.
Hamilton slipped there on the pitch. Was still able to throw a pretty good one, though, just not in the strike zone.
Hamilton looking for the strikeout here with runners at the corners and nobody out. And the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground to short. This is going to get a run home. McMillan Fields bobbles this one, and everybody's going to be safe again. Second straight error from McMillan. Foster scores, and the Mudcats have retaken the lead. It's 4-3 Solano.
Like you said it, Michael, that is the second straight error for McMillan, and a big one. I mean, now Solano takes the lead, 3-4.
Now by number 4, second baseman Mason Levitt.
So 4-3 Solano. Levitt stands in. Runners on first and second. Nobody out.
Levitt so far today is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out.
He squares the bunt and gets it down, and it's foul. Ball's coming right at him. Still was able to get it down, but it's foul. The count 0-1. Petrushka is on second, Ballholm on first. They both reached on errors.
Prune Packers trying to turn the double play ball here.
Levitt squares again, gets it down, and it hits him. I think it hit him in the batter's box. They're going to call that a foul ball. That's the right call. Hit him in the batter's box. It's going to be a foul ball. And the runners will go back to first and second.
0-2 now. Let's see what the play is here for the Solano Mudcats. See if they continue with the bunt plan or if they try to get a full swing here.
And if Levitt, that ball hit him out of the batter's box, he would have been ruled out. But since he had both feet still in the batter's box when the ball hit him, that is still ruled a foul ball. So count 0-2 and Hudson. Let's see if they still put the bunt on here with nobody out. Doesn't look like it. He's not shortening his hands yet.
Nope.
He's going to swing away, and he takes ball outside. Count 1-2.
Very big decision there because, like most people know, if he bunts and it goes foul, that's an out. So let's see what he does here.
Hamilton looking for the strikeout. And he gets it. Swing and a miss by Levitt on a pitch in the dirt. Big out for Hamilton. And that'll bring in Justin Claxton.
Claxton so far today is 0 for 2 and was a double play victim in the fourth. Prune Packers playing for the double play ball here.
And the pitch, breaking ball strike, the count 0-1.
Some of the Mudcats not too pleased with that call.
And a swing and a miss. Nice slider from Hamilton.
Great pitch there from Hamilton.
Getting Claxton to chase out of the zone. The count 0-2.
This would be a big strikeout here. Would require a knock to the outfield for the next batter to bring in the run.
0-2 hit in the air, left center field. Bose coming in to his left. He makes the catch. Tagging is Petrushka. The throw to third by Bose is not going to be in time. Petrushka up to third. Holding at first is Ballholm. 2 out in the inning. Runners are at the corners. And back to the top of the lineup in Tyler Durant.
Tyler Durant so far today is 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Looking to bring in a run that will extend their lead to 2.
Swung on, foul, left side out of play. The count 0-1. And now we're right around the corner from the CCL tournament, and this has the feel of a playoff game. Tight, 4-3 in the late innings. Oh, 1 outside, count even at 1-1. Hamilton sets. The 1-1 pitch, swung on, fouled, back to the screen, and the count 1-2. Crawdads still lead the Potters 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
One more strike, and it'll get Owen Hamilton out of this inning with only giving up 1 run, which would be huge for the Prune Packers.
Here comes the 1-2 outside, and the count even at 2-2. A single and 2 straight errors netted the Mudcats a run. They lead at 4-3. And since then, Hamilton's been able to get a strikeout and a flyout. See if he can get out number 3 here. Swung on, hit on the ground to second. Targets fields it cleanly, throws to first in time to end the inning. But the Mudcats get a run on a hit, and they leave 2. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Packers trail 4-3 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Hit well out to right center field. Jones still on the move, running out of room, and he makes the catch! 2 out, 2-2 to Kendrys Morales. A 2-run lead for Kansas City. Morales sends a ball well hit into left center field, and that one is gone! Gave them their 1-0 lead. They scored a run in the 7th when Blanco walked and came around to score. That's high and deep to left.
Andrew Vaughn charges this ball up into right field. We are tied. Andrew Vaughn lights up Chapman. We are level at 4. The first run he's allowed all year in the earned column.
Well, Andrew Vaughn put a charge into that. Gives you an idea just how powerful he is because he took it opposite way.
We believe student athletes should never have to suffer in silence. We believe the stigma surrounding mental health needs to end. We believe you don't have to walk alone. Thousands are here, surrounding you in battle. Together, we will walk. Together, we remind you that your life has value. Together, we raise 3, because mental health matters, and there is hope.
Bottom of the 6th, Mudcats lead it 4-3 over the Prune Packers. And Cole Elvis stands in and takes ball 1. And the count 1-0. It'll be Elvis, McMillan, and Smith.
Cole Elvis up to bat right now. He is 1 for 2 so far on the day with a single and a strikeout.
Inside, 2-0. Well, Packers need base runners. trailing by a run here in the late innings.
And, Michael, we could have not asked for a better night weather-wise, could we?
Absolutely. Dipping to 70 degrees at the moment. As Elvis takes a strike, the count 2-1. Started at 77 degrees at about 6:07 p.m. Sun still setting. Elvis fouls it back to the screen. The count 2-2.
Elvis trying to get on base here, just like he did in the fourth. Prune Packers trying to tie this game up here in the bottom of the sixth.
Joiners 2-2 in the dirt, picked by Ballholm. So 3-2 on Elvis. Packers in need of base runners. And the pitch, swing and a foul tip into Ballholm's glove behind the plate, strike 3. Elvis down on strikes for the first out, and that'll bring in Ian McMillan.
Ian McMillan so far is 1-for-1 with a single and was hit by a pitch. However, he does have both of the errors for the Healdsburg Prune Packers so far, but he's trying to forget that right now as he's trying to get on base for the Prune Packers.
And the first pitch to McMillan, swung on, hit in the air, right side, giving chase the first baseman Durant, but it'll go out of play, and the count 0-1. Four to 3 Mudcats. Mudcats are 5 outs away from beating the Packers for the first time all year. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Durant underneath it, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 out, nobody on for Hans Smith.
Hans Smith so far today is 1-for-3 with a single and a pair of flyouts, trying to get on base for the Prune Packers as they're down to their final 4 outs of this game.
Smith 3 home runs on the year, so has the power to tie this game. As
they play his walk-up song.
As does everybody in this Packer lineup. First pitch inside, that hits Smith. So 2-out base runner, exactly what the Prune Packers needed here in the 6th. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Ryan Targich.
Next up,
Ryan Targich so far today, 0-for-3 with a pair of strikeouts and a flyout, trying to get his first knock of the game, which would be a huge one for the Prune Packers. We know he's capable, though, of the season he's been having.
And with the speed of Smith, we get a ball in the gap. He'll likely score from first. Center fielder DeSalle shading toward the right center field gap. Petrushka way off the line and left, and now time will be called. Catcher Ballholm will head out to the mound. Final CCL game tomorrow night in Lincoln against the Potters. That'll be a 6:05 first pitch at McBean Stadium. And then we are back here Monday night for the final game of the regular season with the Santa Rosa Athletics coming to town. And speaking of the Lincoln Potters, they still trail 2-1 to the Crawdads in the bottom of the 6th at McBean Stadium. First pitch to Targich is low and inside. The count 1-0. And the pitch. Fastball up high, 2-0. And with the power of Blake Burke on deck, Mudcats don't want to see him come to the plate.
They don't, Michael, and all Targich is trying to do right now is get on base. That is his number 1 priority right now.
And there's a strike. Count 2-1. On first is Smith with 2 out in the 6th. And a 2-1 pitch coming to Ryan Targich. Swung on a line to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Smith on his way to second. He's going to come to third, and he will get there easily. Runners are at the corners with 2 out in the bottom of the 6th, and that'll bring in Blake Burke.
Blake Burke so far today, first 2 at-bats, went swinging on his first pitch. First one was hit really hard out to right field. Great catch by the Solano Mudcats. And second one was an RBI single, was walked in his third appearance, so he's 1 for 2 so far. Trying to drive in the tying run here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th.
Burke, in the 12 games he played with the Prune Packers in the early part of the season, had 4 home runs. And he takes a strike to count 0-1. Pitch swung on, line foul, and the count quickly 0-2. So Burke down on the count 0-2. Runner on first is Targich, the runner at third is Smith. Mudcats lead it 4-3. And the pitch. Gets away from the catcher, ball home. Here comes Smith. The throw, not in time. This game is tied at 4.
And the Prune Packers tied up here in the bottom of the 6th with a wild pitch.
So now Packers have tied the game, and now a base hit can give them the lead. And what a costly pass ball.
We haven't seen much of that from the Mudcats in this game particularly, have we, Michael?
No, we have not. The 1-2 is low. Count 2-2.
With a base hit here, the Prune Packers can take their first lead of the game, which would be very important for them winning this one.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second, that's Targich. We're tied at 4, bottom of the 6th. And the pitch, check swing, did he go? No, he did not, says the base umpire Steve Livernoy, and the count is 3-2.
And honestly, I thought he went around on that one, but apparently he held up just in time there. Mudcats not pleased with that call at all.
Very close. Obviously, we can't tell for sure from up here. So, tough call for both on whichever way it went. But it goes in the way of the Prune Packers, and now we're going to have a 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Outside ball 4, Burke walks. Runners are at first and second with 2 out, and that'll bring in Blake Pivaroff. Pivaroff in game 1 went 0 for 1 on the year. He's at 247, 3 homers, 16 RBIs. Big spot for the Arizona State Sun Devil. And a pitch low, ball 1. The first
Pivaroff can get a base hit here. He can bring in the leading run, which, I mean, will have the Mudcats down to 3 outs for the game-winning play.
And the first 2 batters of this inning were retired, but a hit by pitch, a single and a walk, and the wild pitch brought home the run. As there's a strike, the count 1-1. So Pivaroff, left-handed hitter. Swings and hits one foul, right side. And the count 1-2. So Pivaroff down on the count 1-2. And the pitch up and away, 2-2.
Big pitch coming up here for the Mudcats and the Prune Packers.
And the 2-2 fastball just missed outside, 3-2.
And the Mudcats again aren't happy with that call. Big spot here.
And that'll start the runners. Targets from second, Burke from first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Three-two, runners go. Pitch is called a foul ball, I guess. Must have hit the knob of the bat. So the runners will go back, and the count remains 3-2.
That confused me as well, Michael. I don't know what just happened there.
Yeah, I think he blew it dead at the plate, so I think it's a foul ball. So that's what we'll go with. The runners will start up again. There they go, the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Ballholm, strike 3 to end the inning. But the Packers tied on a hit, but they leave 2. We're tied at 4 going to the 7th in this 7-inning Game 2 of the doubleheader here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
All right, well, Anthony Bender on to close it out. Search of what could be his first major league save. Swung around, 3 men on the right side against Beatty. 0-2. Ground ball. Jazz, Miggy, over to first, and Beatty beats it out. And now Beatty hobbling a little bit. Payoff pitch from Bender. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs in the ninth.
Yeah, we talk about this lethal combination all the time between the power sinker at 97 miles an hour, the sweeping action of his slider at 85.
1-2 from Bender. Muncy pops this one up. Birdie is underneath it. It's a Marlins win. The win streak comes to an end at 9 for the Dodgers. The Marlins bounce back on a night where the place was jumping and the Marlins had little to few options, it seemed, in the bullpen. Anthony Bender collects his first major league save.
We've reached the 7th, and these are 7-inning games in these double headers. And so Owen Hamilton going to try and shut the door here in the 7th and hope the Prune Packers have a chance to walk this one off. Kenny DeSalle will stand in.
Center fielder number 28, Kenny DeSalle.
Kenny DeSalle up to bat here. So far today, he is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a ground out fielder's choice.
And he takes a slider strike, the count 0-1.
Owen Hamilton trying to keep this a tie game here.
Fastball low. Count 1-1.
Infield is back for this batter.
1-1, check swing on a slider, and it looks like he held up the count 2-1. No appeal from the home plate umpire. And the pitch. Swung and hit sharply to short on a couple hops. McMillan fields on the backhand, throws to first. It's high and over the head of Montgomery. And the speeding DeSalle will be aboard on the E. Well, let's see how they score. They could score that in infield single, because it would have been a tough play to make, and DeSalle's speed, it would have been very tough. So DeSalle's aboard to start the 7th, and that'll bring in Briley Lamb. And they're going to score that in infield single for DeSalle.
Riley Lamb so far today is 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a fly out in the 5th.
Hamilton sets, DeSalle goes. Pitch fouled back, and the count 0-1. And DeSalle
Lamb trying to advance that runner.
And DeSalle got a great jump. Had Lamb not fouled it off, he would have been there easily. Throw over to first. DeSalle able to get back. Four runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Solano. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. So throw back to first. Oh my goodness! They called him safe. He was about to call him out, and then he called him safe.
And the Mudcats.
Everybody's confused.
The Mudcats' first baseman was mad at the umpire, even though he called him safe.
He literally, Hudson, went out and it's safe. Wow.
Like that.
Okay, throw it to first again, and now he's safe.
Wow.
Now he's safe officially.
I mean, he was putting the fist forward, right?
I've never seen that
he went
before.
safe. I've not. Yeah, me neither.
0-1, and it's outside, 1-1. All right, so let's recap here. The count's 1-1. Throw over to first. They nearly got to Sell, and the first base umpire was about to ring him up and then called him safe and confused everybody. So
I mean, definitely confused me.
But we're squared away now. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Lamb at the plate. Swung on, line to left field for a base hit. Up to second is the Sell. 2 on, nobody out for Solano, and that'll bring in Justin Banks.
Justin Banks so far today is 2 for 3, having a great day. Started off poorly with a strikeout, but had the 2-run shot in the third and a base hit in the fifth. So he's pretty much been an X factor so far today for the Mudcats.
And manager Joey Gomes out of the dugout, and that'll do it for Hamilton. We're just going to bring in the left-hander Derek Bridges. And we'll give him some time to warm up, and we'll be back right after this here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
How would you like to lower your business telecom budget by 30 to 40%? No matter where you are in the United States, IGT Consult is here to serve you. Scan us a copy of your phone and internet bill, and we'll send you a free analysis with competitive bids for your telecom needs. Why pay retail when you don't have to? Contact IGT agent J.D. Marr at 916-275-5597. That's 916-275-5597. Or visit us at igtconsult.com.
You never imagined going to your child's funeral. We all thought Tyler was so happy, but he must have been suffering in silence. We had no idea. For too long, we've only talked about mental health behind closed doors, but we're not doing that anymore. Suicide is the second leading cause of death on college campuses, and nearly 10% of college students will seriously consider it. Asking for help isn't a weakness, it's a strength. We can talk about mental health. We can be there for each other. We can get up. We want you to do 3 burpees for our number 3. We can get up for those who are down. There is help. There is hope.
Lansford, good hitting Oakland third baseman, and Myers bringing it. And the pitch is hit in the air, foul, off first. Benzinger backing and calling. And the 1990 World Championship belongs to the Cincinnati Reds.
Base hit loaded, 1 out. Infielders are sort of halfway at second and short. Pena in a jam. The Twins are going to win the World Series. The Twins have won it. It's a base hit. It's a 1-0 10-inning victory.
Derek Bridges, the new pitcher, and here's the situation. Runners on first and second with nobody out. And Justin Banks at the plate, who was already homered in tonight's game. And Derek Bridges, making his 14th appearance of the season, is 1-0, the 2.07 ERA, 24 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 17 and a third innings to this point.
And now we'll close the line on Owen Hamilton. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and faced 14 batters.
And swung on, fouled left side out of play. The count 0-1.
Derek Bridges trying to minimize the damage here in the top of the 7th. That would really hurt the Prune Packers, as there are no out and 2 on.
Bridges holds the set. The 0-1 slider outside. Count even at 1-1. And the 1-1. Banks slider outside again, 2-1. A hotly contested ball game here tonight.
Good slider, though. I mean, good, action on that breaking ball. Just a little outside. Couldn't have Banks bite.
2-1. Inside and high. Nearly got him. Up around the head area. The count 3-1. Banks will take a walk and regroup, and one more bad one would load the bases.
Especially with 0 outs right now, Bridges does not want to load the bases.
Three balls and 1 strike. Swung on, fouled at the plate, count 3-2.
And that probably would have been a ball, just a little inside there. Swung on it, though. Full count here.
Three balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners are on first and second. We're in the 7th, tied at 4.
One of the biggest pitches of the game right here.
Here it comes. Slider! Strike 3 called, and Banks knew it. Froze him, 1 away.
That was a tremendous slider there, starting pretty much almost at the batter. Came into the strike zone, got him looking.
So a big first out, and that'll bring in Tasso Foster. Now the Prune Packers are set up for the double play.
Tasso Foster so far today is 3 for 3 with 3 singles, having a great day. Prune Packers trying to minimize what he can do.
Swing and a miss by Foster, the count 0-1.
Runner on second started to go, went back.
And the pitch, check swing, but it's a called strike anyway. And the count 0-2.
Bridges starting to settle in here, throwing some quality pitches, especially that strikeout pitch. The Banks was a beautiful pitch. Got him looking. Crowd starting to make some noise.
0-2 pitch outside, and the count 1-2. Runners on first and second for the Mudcats.
A knock to the outfield would score the leading run.
Bridges holds the set, and he's going to look to sell back to second base. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Derek Bridges. 2 are retired, and that'll bring up Jordan Petrushka.
Jordan Petrushka so far today is 0 for 2 with a walk in the third, a strikeout, and he reached on an error by the shortstop. So trying to do a bit better here. Prune Packers trying to end this inning right here, right now, after back-to-back strikeouts.
Swing and a miss by Petrushka, the count 0-1. Boy, this would really be something. If Bridges is able to come in and work out of this mess, have to be one of the greater performances out of the bullpen this season.
Yeah.
Fastball up and away, the count 1-1. I'll tell you why. Mudcats got back-to-back singles to start the inning, and they had their 4, 5, and 6 hitters do struck out Banks and Foster, and now has Petrushka in a 1-1 count. See if he can finish the job. Bridges holds the set, checks to sell at second, the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And Derek Bridges is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and giving the Prune Packers a chance to walk it off here in the 7th. Crowd starting to make some noise.
And DeSalle takes off. Bridges steps off, and they got him in a run now between second and third. They throw to Targets. DeSalle on his way to third. The throw back. Piveroff will tag him out in between second and third to end the inning. Really bad base running by
What a
Kenny
play
DeSalle.
there. Picked him off.
He gets picked off between second and third. Unbelievable. And the inning is over.
And they picked him off in between second and third there. He went to steal a bit too early. Head up play there by Derek Bridges and got him out.
All right, well, we're going to go to the bottom of the seventh. We're tied at 4. A run wins it for the Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network. Do not go anywhere.
Are you paying too much for your business phones and internet? Tired of slow bandwidth? IGT Consult is here to help. Stop paying retail for your telecom needs and move to wholesale pricing with IGT Consult. We save businesses 30 to 40% and bring you the latest technology via the cloud. Contact IGT broker JD Marr today at 916-275-5597. That's 916-275-5597 or visit us on the web at igtconsult.com.
We believe student athletes should never have to suffer in silence. We believe the stigma surrounding mental health needs to end. We believe you don't have to walk alone. Thousands are here, surrounding you in battle. Together, we will walk. Together, we remind you that your life has value. Together, we raise 3, because mental health matters, and there is hope.
All right, bottom of the 7th. Remember, last inning here in a doubleheader. Torrin Montgomery to lead things off. We're tied at 4, and ball 1 is inside for ball 1.
Torrin Montgomery so far today is 1 for 3 with a flyout, RBI single, and a strikeout. One of the better hitters on this Prune Packer team, and probably the guy they'd want up right now.
And takes ball 2 inside. Had a lot of tense moments in this ball game, and I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of them. Swung a hit back to Joyner, and he catches it on a line for out number 1. Nice play by Joyner for the first out. So 1 out, and Jesse Lopez is going to pinch hit for Braden Runyon.
Jesse Lopez out of Long Beach State. He's a senior there out of Fullerton, California.
Lopez at .422, 6 home runs, 25 RBIs.
What a play by the pitcher there, huh?
It's a big,
it's
a big first out for Solano, no doubt. And the pitch outside, ball 1. And the pitch swung on, fouled back. Count 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on, check swing, foul. And the count 1-2. Four to 4 here in the bottom of the 7th. Remember, 7-inning game, doubleheader. Second game with the doubleheader. Packers won 12-0 earlier. We're in a barn burner. 4-4.
Prune Packers trying to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Outside, and the count even at 2-2.
Mudcats are trying to get it to extra innings. We'll see what happens.
The Packers have not had a walk-off win yet this season. have only had one extra innings game, and that came on June 25th, 7-4 loss to the West Coast Kings. That pitch low. And the count runs full 3-2.
If Jesse Lopez could get on base here, that'd be huge for this team, as Austin Bose would be up next. And he's been doing pretty great of late. I mean, he's 1 for 3 during this game and had an RBI single in the second.
So it's going to be a full count pitch to Jesse Lopez, pinch hitting. And here it comes. Swung on, hit in the air to center field. Coming in to Sell. Going out as the shortstop Foster to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 out, nobody on for Austin Boast.
Like I said earlier, Austin Bose 1 for 3 so far in this game. A flyout, a ground out, and an RBI single. Trying to get his 4th home run of the season, which would walk it off here for the Prune Packers.
So Joyner sets in the first pitch to Boston Bose. Swung on, popped up, and out of play over the Mudcats dugout. The count 0-1. Most of the crowd has stuck around, and they've seen a good one. Swung on here in the air, left field. Petrushko going back, still going back, and it's gone! It's gone! Austin Boost, a walk-off home run, and the Prune Packers have won it 5-4.
Austin Boost with a hard home run hit to left field. Left fielder Petrushka just watch that thing go as the Prune Packers walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th, win it 5-4. And the crowd goes wild, and they get a standing ovation.
Austin Bose, you called it. He had the power to do so, Hudson, and he did it. Deposited over the left field fence. And the Prune Packers have won this game 5-4. Hudson, what a ball game.
What a ball game. I mean, at first, I was thinking, what's going to happen, right? Prune Packers were down early, right? And they came back, right? Bottom of the 7th. Austin Bose hit his 4th home run of the season to win it.
Well, the Healdsburg Prune Packers are winners in Game 2 of the doubleheader, 5-4. They moved to 41-5 overall. And, wow, what a ball game. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to see if we can get an interview with Austin Bose. What do you think, Hudson?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll see if Austin will talk to us right after this here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't go quite just yet. We have an interview with Austin Bose coming right up.
Welcome back to Healdsburg Prune Packer Baseball. I am with Austin Bose, who just hit the walk-off home run. And Austin, first off, just take me through that at-bat with here in the 7th inning with a chance to walk it off.
Nobody on, 2 outs, and I had to make a move. I just wanted to get a base, and good things happen when you put a good swing on it. That's all we do.
First walk-off win of the year. Had a pretty good celebration going in there. Got the Gatorade or the water, whatever was in there, dumped on you. How does it feel to come to Healdsburg and produce such a big moment like that?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, I'm freezing. Don't get me wrong, I'm cold. But, it's a great fan base. Glad we got to come out here and get 2 outs for them and walk off fashion on the end. That's awesome.
How big of a win like this means to you going into the CCL tournament next week, where you're going to likely be in games like this throughout the entire week?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a great series. It's going to be a great tournament. We got some great teams going out there. We've kept up with them throughout the day. But we think we're the best team. We know we are, so we're going to go out there and just play our game.
Against a team like Solano, you guys have really dominated all year long, but they gave you a run for your money. They had leads at 3 separate points, and you guys just keep battling back. What does that say about the resiliency of this team, again, heading into the playoffs next week?
We're just not going to stop. We have a plan in mind. We have a goal in mind, and we're just going to keep making our moves until we take championships.
All right, Austin, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, Austin Bose, walk-off winner, and Hudson will kind of conclude our thoughts here. Kind of a heck of a ball game after the first game, 12-0, and you see a ball game like this, 5-4. Can't ask for nothing better than that.
Yeah, I know, and a great night here at the rec center, at Rec Park, you know, and it was a great game, you know. Austin Bose walking it off. I mean, couldn't really ask for a better day of baseball. You know, 2 wins for the Prune Packers, and going in the CCL tournament. I think, you know, a lot of good things for them going in.
All right, well, that'll do it for our coverage here at Rec Park. A whale of a ball game. The Packers win at 5-4 on Austin Bose's walk-off home run. Packers move to 41-5 on the season. 2 more games left. They'll be in Lincoln tomorrow at 6 p.m. For all of us here at the Healdsburg Prune Packers, for Sam Scott, our production technician intern, for Hudson Stipp, I am Michael Barabal signing off. Once again, the final score, the Packers 5 and the Mudcats 4.